taking on a Unity Cardinals side that beat the juniors, but boy oh boy, this one was a great finish. After dropping Game 1 to the Kindersley Raiders in the first round, the Lloydminster Twins would come back in that series, outscoring the Raiders 23-3 last night. They kicked off their second round match against those Unity Cardinals. Once again, the Twins bats came to life, taking an early 5-0 lead after 2 innings. The Cardinals would get 2 back in the third, but it was all Twinkies after that, scoring 2 more in the fourth and putting up a fourth spot in the fifth, stealing the show with 1 more in the sixth. Go on to the 12-2 victory and the 1-0 lead in the series.
That's exactly the way we wanted to come out. Got a real solid outing out there from Matt on the hill, and through strikes we played pretty good defensively, didn't make any mistakes, and bats were going. Made them work the count, and we got our pitch to hit for the most part, and hit it, and it found the holes tonight, so it worked out well.
All right, other action in NSRBL baseball. The second semifinal had the Wilkie Brewers taking on the Meadow Lake Sox. The Sox winning this one easily 6-1, taking the 1-0 lead in that series. Game 2 for that series will go on Tuesday night, the 31st. Of course, Game 2 for the Twins series goes Monday night, and that one in Unity. Now, Saskatoon's Mitch Clarke opened the night at UFC 149 last Saturday in Calgary. Unfortunately, it wasn't the result Mitch was looking for, losing for the second time in his MMA career. But as Matt Schumont reports, Mitch walked away with more than just a loss.
Heading into his second UFC fight, Mitch Clarke was confident he would be able to walk out of the Saddle Dome with a win, but the judges had other things giving Anton Kuivanen the split decision.
A lot of the time, the judges are looking for who's on top. We're a very wrestling-based judging system right now. I was trying to be so active that he wasn't able to hit me when I was on my back, and I was trying to work. That's, in my opinion, that's aggressive. Aggressive grappling.
Just 20 seconds into the first round, Mitch went to block a kick. The outcome was a turn for the worse as he felt his knee pop, was left to fight with one leg for the next 14.5 minutes.
I knew something was wrong, and then I got kind of like a burning pain in my leg. And as the fight wore on, I actually I couldn't push off it. I couldn't really squat to change my levels for the takedown. I have a little bit of partial patella tendon tearing, as well as an avulsion fracture and fractured kneecap. Essentially what that means is I ripped about 3 millimeters of my kneecap off, like the actual bone off.
Worst case for recovery time would be 6 months, but once he's back to 100%, Mitch would like to redeem himself.
I love staying in the UFC, or Strikeforce, wherever they put me, wherever they feel I belong. But if I have to work my way back, then I'm definitely going to work my way back. I can't go out like that. I need that win in the UFC.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
In the sport of chuck wagon racing, it's not uncommon to see a father-son duo going head-to-head on the track. Yet in outriding, these family ties don't exist. As Emmett Murphy reports, 2 guys have changed that.
Sandy McKenzie is a multiple-time CPCA Outrider champion. He made history at the Colonial Day races when his son Tyler joined him to outride for Ross Knight's wagon.
It was pretty exciting, just wanting to stay clean, do it slow, seeing no late outrider penalties, so try and get everything right and do my best, I guess.
It's a pretty good feeling, all right. I seen him get on the horse and made a good clean barrel and coming out, and I felt pretty proud, all right, yeah.
The veteran riders are thankful and excited that Tyler decided to dedicate himself to the chuck wagon dream.
Yeah, no, just like I say, these kids are doing good, without these young kids coming in, we wouldn't have outriders, so I'm getting pretty old to outride, so I want to retire, so.
You can't have it any better that for me to step down and have him pull up the reins and go, yeah.
Tyler says he's constantly learning from his early mistakes, but when races last little over a minute, the memories of the ride can be a little muddy.
Quite an adrenaline rush, and you don't really realize it at the time, but after it's a good feeling.
Me, the first year, everything went a blur for the first while, and you get used to it, and after a while, you get to look around and see what's all going on around you and everything, and you kind of get to fit into place, I guess you call it, yeah.
Father and son are easygoing, friendly characters, but they're also driven to see Tyler succeed next season.
Well, keep training and get better for next year, and hopefully start at the start of next year.
If he can get enough rides under his belt, practicing and everything, then he can give her a shot at the Rookie Outrider Award. Would be a good goal.
And maybe one day he'll make more history by becoming the first father and son duo to become Outrider champions. Emmett Murphy, Newcap Sports.